Got a new one. 100 British people versus 100 Americans. One big room, no weapons. Who's winning?
An insane proposition. But before I play these responses, let me be very clear. I have not seen this level of unity in this country since like Michael Phelps was competing in the Olympics.
We gonna whoop the Harry Potter out your ass. What you don't want this issue for your country. We already got too much going on. Hey, you know, America's been waiting to whoop somebody. Hey, you talking about 100? We don't even gotta send 100. We can send 50 Florida men, and that's all we need. We can send 20 Samoans. That's all you need. 30 young. That's all we need. 17 Karens to shut the whole country down. That's all we need. What are you talking about? 100 versus 100. You guys can bring your little punk shanks you got and whatever. We got crackheads. Their skin is made of vibranium, as long as crack is in the scenario. As a matter of fact, the only way y'all win if it's a magic off. If it's a magic off and it's at Hogwarts. That's the conditions y'all can win. The only one. And then, even then, we got some Haitians that know how to spread some sage around. And all that magic won't mean nothing with your dumb ass.
Some of these breakdowns were exquisite.
I'm genuinely not even trying to be patriotic, but I truly believe that against 100 British people, 30 Americans could get the job done and take the W. And to illustrate this, I'm going to draft a very diverse, broad-ranging fantasy team of 30. Here we go. 2 people from Appalachia born and raised among the mountain folk, 2 Floridians with a criminal record, 2 blue-collar workers from Boston, 1 drunk Eagles fan born and raised in Philly, 1 Waffle House employee any state, 1 corn-fed Midwesterner, 1 emo Midwesterner. That's 10 right there. Then we add 1 grandma from Louisiana, 1 old man from Atlanta, 2 Italian Americans from New Jersey, 1 with mob connections, 1 without, 2 women from the LA area that identify as Chicana and wear gold hoops, 1 veteran who has definitely committed a war crime, 1 polyamorous person from the Pacific Northwest who still believes everyone should be masking, 1 gay man from Rhode Island who identifies as a bear, and that 1 girl in high school who smoked weed and has a big tapestry in her room. That's 20 right there, which I think could get the job done, but just in case there are any duds, let's add 1 citizen of Texas who refers to themselves as a patriot, 1 no-nonsense softball-playing lesbian, 1 no-nonsense basketball-playing bisexual, 1 middle-aged dad in the suburbs who directs people pulling out of parking spots, 1 cowboy, 1 cowgirl, 1 farmer, 1 person from Baltimore, 1 person from Chicago, 1 New York City cab driver. That's 30 right there. They're taking it.
In my view, the original uploader, the British guy, probably heard this.
Thank you. We are getting back to the discussions that really need to be had. We went from man versus dog to 100 men versus 1 gorilla, and now the topic is 100 British people versus 100 Americans. Stop fucking playing with us. like really. We already won that war. Don't act like if y'all double back and got a rematch, it's going to be a different outcome, because it's not. We wouldn't even have to do it where it's 20 people from this place and 20 people from that place and 20 people from that. We could legit just do 100 people from LA or 100 people from Texas or 100 people from Florida or Baltimore or Philly or New York or Chicago or Detroit. It don't matter. Y'all getting dog walked. Yeah, we may be going through some as a country and we may not always be that patriotic, but when it come to going against y'all, oh yeah, it's up. Line up 100 of y'all versus 100 of us, and we handing y'all work like we hired y'all as America in foe.
And would issue a second challenge. Here that is.
100 British people versus 100 Americans, fist fight, no weapons. And I'm going to make it more interesting. The British people get 20 savages from Birmingham, London, Manchester, Nottingham and Liverpool. And the Americans get 20 savages from Louisiana, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, and where else? Texas.
I honestly think I'm starting to feel bad for Buddy. Does he know how we live out here? He's mentioning people from Louisiana and Texas like they're throwaways. Like, yeah, we'll give you Louisiana, we'll give you Texas. Do you have any idea what goes on around here? I mean, the audacity to think that Louisiana and Texas are like slouches. And then he would mention the biggest and baddest cities like they're also just complete walkovers. Like, bro, you got to come here. You got to experience this, because then you will change your entire mindset.
So he said 100 British people versus 100 Americans. And he said we get 20 savages from Louisiana, Chicago, LA, Texas, and I can't remember the other place. All I gotta say is you're cooked. Barbecue bacon. All we really gotta do is send Louisiana and Texas in there. Cooked. The rest of them, cleanup crew. I'm a fairly big guy. I play football, right? Them people from down south, they not built the same. They big. Big. Louisiana, LA, Chicago, Texas. You don't even know what you signed up for. Matter of fact, we're going to send Texas in there first, Louisiana, the cleanup crew, and then the rest of it, we can just be serving snacks. That's all we're going to need.
In the end, let's hear from a Brit himself. Because he was brutally honest with his fellow Brits.
As a Brit living in America, we are not winning. You could bring your best savages, yeah, Manchester, Liverpool, Birmingham. We are done. We will be annihilated. These lot are different out here, yeah. I can't lie. Like, all my life, we are... Pack the luggage. Literally, let's go. TSA pre-check. Go, we are done, like, sorry.
But maybe, just maybe, to end on a high note.
I don't want to talk about 100 men versus gorilla, bro. Let's talk about 340 million people versus 10 billionaires and how they blowing us out the water.
We need the Brits to have a very serious coming down to earth moment. I love y'all, okay? I want to be very clear. I love y'all. I love everybody. I love y'all. And this is going to be hard to take, okay? The Americans would spare nobody. You guys need to come here and walk around these streets. All right? It's not all pretty. Have you seen our alleyways? Have you seen the way our electrical grid is set up? Have you seen the anger that we have right now? When I say that it would be a blowout, I mean, it would be like one of those SNL skits where they're talking about the Chicago Bears winning 152-4. There is nothing that will unite the Americans more than taking on 100 British people. We've never been that united in decades. And you woke up a beast. You woke up the beast. You played yourself. That was wrong. You shouldn't have done that. Bad Brits. No Brits. Bad Brits. People are bringing up Waffle House employees. What no one has brought up is the boat brawl in Montgomery. Give me a few of those dudes. Give me a few of them. One dude on here was talking about the Southern guys. Agreed. Yes. Give me a few Wendy's employees too. Because they fight the way that Wendy's posts online. Oh my God. They don't stand a chance, bro. Not a chance. As another uploader said, and I'm trying to think of who it is, Americans in 4.